Hi, welcome to the completed ticket challenge. This is the video for week 3, day 2. So yesterday you were looking at all of your neglected in progress tickets. You were making sure that they're in the right statuses and splitting them up and reassigning them and reducing the scope and so on, just to make sure that you've got a good foundation of tickets to begin working from. So today you're going to do the same thing for the tickets that are in the waiting column and the scheduled column. So hopefully all of your recently touched tickets that are already there are good. So look at the neglected ones in the waiting and the scheduled column and use those same techniques to fix everything up. Make sure they're in the right statuses and reassign, reduce the scope, split into multiple tickets, and so on. Use those same techniques from yesterday to make sure that everything is accurate, and that when you're looking at this as a team on the Kanban board, that you can trust what the Kanban board is showing you. There's another thing that you need to do today, and that is concerning how to follow up with tickets. Since we're looking at the waiting column, and the main thing that you do in the waiting column is you follow up. So I just want to make sure that everybody on your team is on the same page and they understand what to do with those waiting tickets as in terms of following up. So there's some things that you need to consider. The main one is who's responsible for for following up. So two main choices there are either the technician who's assigned to the ticket follows up in addition to all of their other work. The second common case is that those tickets get assigned to the dispatcher or the service manager or someone whose job it is to follow up on those tickets. When they get a response, they assign the original engineer or they assign another engineer. There's no one right way to do it, but it's important that everybody understands. So decide on that, document it somewhere. Some of the other considerations are how often are you expected to follow up? A week, maybe 2 weeks, those would be common options. You want to make sure that whatever you decide, you set that as the status age warning threshold on the waiting column in your Kanban board. Another one is how many times do you follow up until you decide that you've followed up enough and you just have to close off that ticket. And it might also be a good idea to get some sort of standard message for when you followed up enough and you haven't gotten any response and you tell the customer you just need to close off that ticket. It's good to have a standard message for that. So those are the things that you should document somewhere and train your team on that so that everybody knows what's going on.